Oh my god, Jack, what kind of business should I start? Hot take, it's not AI, it's not social media marketing, it's not dropshipping. You should get into a market where there's demand, but the people providing the services suck at running a business, and then you just get good at running a business. I own a hockey media business, and I started this business not as some fancy videographer, some super creative genius person. I came in as someone who's played hockey my entire life and wanted to start a business. And when you think about the competition in the industry, it's freelance videographers for the most part, right? Creative people. And typically the stigma around those kinds of people is they take really long to turn around their work. They're kind of snobby. They're pretty expensive. And they don't really have like any business operation skills. They're just really good at what they do and good for them. You know how easy it is to beat those people when you're sitting here on a Saturday morning writing an onboarding sequence? That's what I mean, dude. These people stay in business completely offering a mediocre customer experience, but the demand is just so high. So, what happens when you get into one of those demand saturated industries and you actually know business? $4 leads on meta ads, bro. Take a restaurant, for example. I'm not saying there are some insane restaurants that run amazing businesses, but most like your local mom and pop restaurants, not really. So, what if this restaurant was to create a customer profile for every new customer that walked in, where they took note of their favorite meals, their favorite drinks, their favorite music, etc., and then they tailor that experience to them when they walk in? What if they had an email list where they sent out recipes going over how to make their most popular dishes? What if they had special events where only repeat customers could come to? You just have to think like an entrepreneur, and honestly, like most business owners don't think like an entrepreneur. I'm telling you, there are so many industries like this, and these are not hard businesses to run. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna find an industry where the service providers suck, but they still get customers, even though they suck, which shouldn't happen. You're gonna go in, you're gonna fix every single problem that they don't fix, and you're gonna swoop up all of their customers. But the real sauce here, guys, is you're going to become obsessed with being an entrepreneur, because that's how you run a humongous business. That's how you change lives. That's how you change the world if you want to get real crazy. But, like, I wake up every day and I'm fired up about business. Like, I could be in any business and I'd be just as fired up, probably. So I think coming into it from that lens in an industry where, like, nobody else does that is super helpful. If you like this kind of content, check out my YouTube. I go much more in depth on like actual business stuff that's going on in my business currently. It's probably a little bit less relatable, but if you do run a business, like a small stage business, I don't listen to me if you're doing millions of dollars a month. But yeah, maybe you could apply some of the things I talk about. We'll see.